Night settled over the small village of Gwoza like a blanket of dust. The air was warm. Children still played around the compound fires. Mothers prepared the last meals of the day. Amina, a 17-year-old schoolgirl, sat under the neem tree reading her notes. Her dream was simple. She wanted to become a nurse and return to help her community one day. Her father warned her to come inside early. Rumors had been spreading of strange movements near the Sambisa Forest, but the village was used to fear. People whispered, prayed, and carried on. No one knew this night would change everything. The first sound came like a distant roll of thunder. Then another. Before anyone could react, motorcycles and trucks roared into the village. Men dressed in black turbans and carrying rifles poured out, shouting orders in Hausa and broken Arabic. "Gather the girls!" Panic exploded. Houses were set on fire. Shots rang out. Women screamed for their children. Amina tried to run toward the bush, but she was grabbed by a man twice her size. She fought until her hands bled, but the barrel of a rifle pressed to her neck forced her stillness. She was pushed into one of the trucks already filled with schoolgirls, some crying, some in shock. The convoy drove off into the darkness as the village burned behind them. Hours passed as they were paid deeper into the forest. At dawn, the trucks stopped. The girls were ordered out and forced to walk barefoot along rocky terrain. Some collapsed, some prayed under their breath. Amina held the hand of little Zara, her 13-year-old neighbor, promising her they would survive together. But promises feel thin when hope is disappearing. The camp was a harsh spread of makeshift tents and broken structures. Armed men patrolled the area with cold confidence. The girls were separated. Some were forced into marriages with insurgents. Others were put into harsh labor. Amina feared the moment a commander would choose her. One night, she overheard two fighters arguing. The government had launched an offensive in the forest. The camp might soon be moved. Fear mixed with a strange sense of hope. During a chaotic night when gunfire echoed from a nearby village attack, young Zara saw an opening. She slipped between two distracted guards and disappeared into the thick bushes. Amina watched helplessly. If she ran, she might be shot. If she stayed, she might never be free. But Zara's escape sparked something inside her. Maybe freedom was possible. Weeks later, a new figure arrived in the camp. A young man named Idris, dressed like a fighter but quiet, observant. Over time, Amina noticed small things. He slipped extra food to the younger girls. He avoided violence. He never shouted. One night, he approached her as she washed her face near a small stream. "I'm not one of them," he whispered. "I was forced into this. I'm working with the military. They will strike soon. When you hear the first explosion, run toward the east side. I will guide you." Amina didn't know whether to trust him, but in captivity, even a small light can feel like salvation. At dawn, the air shook with the boom of explosions. Fighter jets crossed the sky. Soldiers stormed the outer edges of the forest. Chaos erupted in the camp. Some insurgents fled. Others fought back. Idris grabbed Amina and a group of girls. "This way." They ran through the trees as bullets tore through the branches. Amina held on to two younger girls, refusing to let go. But in the rush, Idris was hit. He fell to his knees, pushing Amina forward. "Don't stop. Freedom is close." She wanted to stay, but she obeyed. Sometimes survival demands painful choices. Hours later, exhausted and wounded, the girls were found by a military patrol. Amina collapsed into the arms of a female soldier who wrapped her in a blanket. "You are safe now," the soldier said. Amina cried without shame. Crying felt like opening a tightly sealed wound. In the camp set up for survivors, she heard news. Zara had been found alive days earlier. They reunited with trembling hands and silent tears. Freedom felt heavy. Some girls returned to their families. Some had no one left. Some were pregnant. Trauma walked beside them like a shadow. Amina struggled to sleep. Every noise reminded her of gunshots. Every dream returned her to the burning village. Yet she chose to continue her schooling. She wanted to become a nurse more than ever. She wanted to help rebuild the lives broken by violence. Even with the scars, she believed healing was possible. Amina now speaks at community gatherings. She shares her story with strength. "Hope is not a weakness," she says. "It is the fire that refuses to die." Her voice carries the weight of survival, loss, and resilience. The fight against terror continues, but so does the courage of those who escaped. If you want more gripping crime stories and true life narratives, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.